My name is Yasmin, aka Sunfire. How you all doing? I hope you all are doing well. Those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. Those of you returning, welcome back. Those of you like to hit that like button, please do so at this time, or as soon as you feel nudged to do so, hit that like button. Also, those of you feeling guided to subscribe to the channel, please do. All right. Everything that you do towards this channel is greatly appreciated. I'm sending you all peace, love, and light. I have a channel message. I went to sleep singing Hallelujah, 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 Hallelujah. He is wonderful. All praises be to the King of Kings, to our God, Lord our God. He is wonderful. It's been in my heart and my mind since I went to sleep last night. All right. And I wake up and I'm hearing it again. I even was playing around with my children, getting them to sing in unison with me. That was fun, but a message came in it. I was guided to my past church home. And I don't know why, but September is coming around, right? We're in September. Hello. We're in September. Thank you. The message that I was sent to from my church that I used to belong to. It's still my church home, but that was a past tense thing. But anyway, back to the point. One of the messages they were speaking about, and one of the things I noticed about the church. Now, my church home, it was packed from wall to wall. People would stand up in the aisles because there was no seats, and the pastor had the church rebuilt so that it would house everyone. And something tragic happened within it, and now the congregation is dwindling. So it broke my heart to see how empty that church was, actually, because the pastor, he does his best to speak the truth, given the circumstances and guidelines he has to follow. But one of the things that they were speaking on, Malachi 3:7, how we're robbing God, talking about tithes and offerings. Now see, this is where the misconception is. We're taught that we're supposed to pay our tithes and offerings into the church. The church is considered as the storehouse, but that's not true. The truth is, the storehouse is in heaven. It says, I'm going to read it to you. It says, even from the days of your fathers, plural, meaning your father before your father, the father before his father. All right? Ye are gone away from mine obedience. Mine obedience. What does that mean? So a lot of us have been removed, have forgotten and lost our way. Therefore, we forgot how we served and how we worshiped the Most High God. Instead, we indoctrinated a new way of being, which is the way we're being taught nowadays through Christianity. And then it says, and it has not, and have not kept them. Not kept who? Thy mind, thy memories of who you used to be. Return unto me, and I will return unto you, saith the Lord of hosts. But ye said, wherein shall I return? We always look out. We've been taught to look outside ourselves. So that's why we still asking, where do we return, God? Because everywhere I see is chaos and mayhem. Everywhere I see is is hypocrites and blasphemy. Everywhere I see is everything that's not of thee. Why is that? Because we have not learned to turn and look within ourselves to find God, to remember who we were. To remember who our forefathers were before we all got forced under the same doctrine. Our ancestors made burnt offerings. They sent spiritual money, spiritual blessings to the storehouses in heaven. And therefore they was prosperous. That's how they was able to build kingdoms like Egypt, ancient Kemet. Places that still stand the test of times. You see, we're going to make it make sense today. I don't know why Spirit put this on my soul to speak about it. And he trusts me, so okay. But I feel like we got it backwards. Confirmation. We've been paying tithes into the churches, and they say it's for the poor, but yet, do you see the poor getting rich, or do you see them churches getting rich? Now, not all churches take that money and keep it for themselves. I'm not going to say that. Some of them do put it back in the community. But they don't put it all back in the community. Why? Because they're keeping up their man-made storehouses. And that's how they rob God. Because God said, give it back to him. How can you give it back to God if he's not on this earth? You have to send it up in a burnt offering. So people frown upon people burning ancestral money. Those are your tithes, folks. And then if you do pay kindness to someone around you, that is also an offering. Your spirit, the Most High put it on your spirit to bless someone up. That is also a way of paying tithes. But how do we return to God, and how does God return to us? You got to go within yourself. And when you go within yourself, you find God. Same way I found God. And all other people like me that found God. God is within thee. Genesis speaks about when God created man, we created man in our image. And he ain't just talking about man, he's talking about woman too. You understand? And if you go back and look at throughout all of history, how has a man ever been created? Through the womb of a woman. So a lot of people like to say Adam was birthed first. But it don't make sense. Because man ain't never gave birth to a single soul. Now if you want to make it make sense, put it in the context of where we live today. And then you'll see the truth in that story as well. I brought up the lover's card the other night and I didn't go into it. Where it depicts the woman looking up to God and the man looking at the woman, going through the woman to reach God. Hello. Why is that? Somebody tell me. How you doing, Christopher? How you doing? Welcome. Why is it? And the lover's card is depicted as the man looking at the woman as the woman look up to God. And then what do you get in that effect? Because God is looking at the man like, you know, you see the image of a pyramid if you look at that card properly. And like I've taught y'all before, the pyramid represents spiritual journey. So, a lot of people ain't gonna like what I got to say, and a lot of churchgoers gonna be like, oh, well, go to God and ask him. You wondering how can you hear God? How can you get his answers? Go within. Go within. What'd he say? Wait a minute. Here you go. Return unto me, and I will return unto you, saith the Lord of hosts. But ye said, where shall I return? Where shall we return? Will a man rob God? Why, yes, a man has been robbing God for centuries. Yes, we have, because we lost our way. Yet ye have robbed me, but ye say, wherein have we robbed thee? Where have we robbed God? And how you loving yourselves, how you treating yourselves, how you respecting yourselves, how you honoring yourselves. You rob God every day when you choose to turn your back against God. In tithes and offerings, yes, because we take these tithes and we give them to the church, who in turn give it to the government, but don't give it to the public like they're supposed to. And then those that do put aside for the public, those churches suffer. Ye are cursed with a curse, for ye have robbed me, even this whole nation. We've cursed ourselves, and then we wonder why you got people like me out here speaking about going through dark nights of the souls. Because we cursed ourselves. And the only way to break those curses, we have to break the generational curse. Being all ye that ties into the storehouse of the flesh, not the storehouse of the spirit. We keep tying into these storehouses of the church, but we're supposed to be tying into the spirit. That there may be meat in mine house. Meat, flesh. We are paying into our own, help me Spirit, selfish needs. And prove me now herewith, saith the Lord of hosts, if I will not open you to the windows of heaven. I will not open to you the windows of heaven if we continue to pay tithes and offerings and forget who we are to feed our flesh, because we're not feeding our spirits. We're not working on ourselves to break these generational curses that we have. It cursed the nations. That's what it said. But y'all want to think we coming over here just to be fortune tellers and just to talk shit, just to get numbers and to get... No. Some of us are truly God's messengers trying to wake y'all up to say, hey, you have to work on yourself. You have to first face the worst person on this earth, and that is you, yourself. We can always look at the next person and point a finger, but we got to turn around and point that finger at ourselves and look at ourselves and who we are choosing to be. Each day, each moment, each hour, each minute of every day that you take a breath. God said, let there be light. The light is in you. But we choose to keep dimming them. Ooh, Ooh, Lord, I don't know why you tasking me with this. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm nervous. Be ye all the tithes into the storehouses, that there may be meat in mine house. And prove me now herewith saith the Lord of hosts, I will not open the windows of heaven and pour ye out a blessings, that there shall not be room enough to receive. So those of you who are doing the work, who are going through the dark nights of the soul, who are breaking these generational curses, who are remembering the ways of thy forefathers and honoring that and paying your tithes and offerings spiritually. Everybody think it's about the flesh. These meat suits we walking around in. No. It's the thing that you cannot see that controls this here body. That is the work. That is where we return to the spirit. Those of you who are doing that open up a window, pour you out a blessing, pour you out a blessing. You won't have room enough to receive, because when you do the work, God is preparing the table for you to open up that window of his storehouse in order for you to receive. But as long as we keep selfishly keeping this, not given to the Most High, even offering can be just your love, your appreciation. We're not filling God's cups. We've been keeping it to ourselves. And I will rebuke the deviator for your sake, and he shall not destroy the fruits of your ground. Your ground. We always talking about getting grounded, grounding your energy. The devourers are the ones that come in and try to, the energy vampires want to come in and cipher out your energy, take your energy from you. Neither shall your vines cast her fruit before the time in the field, saith the Lord of hosts. And all nations shall call you blessed, for ye shall be delightsome land, saith the Lord of hosts. So those of you doing the work, those of you breaking those generational curses, those that are remembering the ways of your forefathers, those of you who remember thyself, they know thyself, they heal thyself, and they do better, those who are doing the work, this is what the Most High is promising you. But those of you who keep living in the illusion that was created to control that money flow, to rob God, you're going to suffer, which is why these churches are suffering. Because it wasn't never meant for you to store the house, be the storehouse. The church is a congregation where two or more are gathered, not a fucking building. In the old times, he sent Samson to destroy the damn temples. Why? Because they were storing the money. Same thing. When Jesus walked into the tabernacle, what happened? He tried to destroy it. But yet men keep on building this shit and wonder why it keeps falling down. Whew. All right, Messiah, I'm going to let you write. And I'm just going to be quiet for a minute. all who you have heard. Most High, what the hell? Hold on. All who you have heard this message will be blessed. Be blessed. Now you see the truth. Okay. My tongue's getting tired. Excuse me. What else, Most High? Because, yeah, it said no go. I got a block message when I was listening to that message, and it said no go ye burn offering. So because I was thinking I need to go to church and pay my tithes, because I'm a firm believer in sending it up to the Most High. But the Most High's like, no, you burn it. You've been doing it. That's how we got on this subject, for those of you who's wondering. The Most High's like, no, you've been doing it right. You take like I taught y'all the other day, if you don't believe in buying ancestral money, then you can create your own, which is even more valuable. And then burn it. Send it up to your ancestors. Send it up to the Most High. Hell, I sent Most High. I sure did. I sent him some ancestral money. So everybody, that's where all this greed is coming from. The greed in the world, because the money ain't going where it's supposed to go, for one. We ain't sending it where it's supposed to go. We keeping it to ourselves. Okay? So it's not bad to do burnt offerings, sending burnt ancestral money up. Also, I do have a reading, and I don't know. I'm being told to move forward, so I'm gonna keep going. All right, we move to the blocks. So just bear with me, cause I ain't in no hurry. I don't know about y'all. I always got time to hear what God got to say. Whew. I guess God chose me because he know I ain't scared to say the shit. He know I ain't scared to say the shit. And I be wondering, like, Most High, why in the heck you be picking me to say some of these things? Because, Lord have mercy. But he know I ain't scared. I ain't never scared. Nope, I ain't scared. Something ship. Hold on. Ship. Oh, that's in the wrong place. Look, ship money. Look. M-O-N-E-Y. Yep, there it is. Where did you go? Okay, I see it. N-Y. Ship money. Y'all been robbing the Most High. And then we wonder why we stuck. It makes sense. We wondering why we don't have financial freedom. We wondering why we always gotta work hard and over. Oh my gosh, it makes sense. Why every time it's making sense, y'all. Hold on. Okay, it's like I'm gonna break it down to you like this. Every time I meet somebody new, right? It's always a line of questioning they got to ask. And I done got to the point where, like, bro, if that's where your mind is at, you need to change your mindset. Because the first thing a man asks me, well, where do you work? What do you do? Because that's where our mind's at. Because we've been taught that we have to slave on a job 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, just to get by, just to live some type of life. But in the end of the day, If we go back to the ways of our ancestors, they didn't slave to keep a place over their head. They worked hard to pay homage. Most of their times was filled on cultivating, growing, teaching. Look. Ship God's money. Hell no. Oh my gosh. It's right here in the block. Ship God's money. So save. No, so save. No, so save. That'd be a little dark. Give me another one. So save. So save up. I really feel like he talking to these churches. And they knew the truth all along. So all that you've collected from your masses, the Most High says, ship God's money. So save up, okay? Look, pastors. P-A-S-T. There it go. S-T. Is it A-R or O-R? Yeah, we're going to go with O-R. Where did R go? I just seen it. Okay. Now, my mind's even playing tricks on me. Because I just saw that R and then it disappeared. Where did it go? Oh, okay. It was sitting right in my face. The truth's been in their face this whole time. And they ain't told nobody this truth. They gonna know I'm telling the truth. But the O is missing, and that's okay. So these pastors need to pay up the money. Alright, ship God's money, so save up, pastors. Alright, y'all been collecting God's tithes and not sending it. Y'all knew the truth. It was right in front of you the whole time. And y'all been, look, keeping God's money. There it is right there. Keep. Lord, have mercy. Y'all been keeping God's money. When you knew you were supposed to have been sending it up. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Those of you new to the channel, when I do these block messages, if there's one letter missing, that's how I know that God is truly speaking. Okay? I'm hearing words, but I don't see the P. Keep. Keep what, Most High? Ooh, scary. Keep game. Oh my gosh, they keep God's game. Keep my game. God damn. Look, keep my game. I'm finna show it to y'all. I'm putting it together, so hold on. He is wonderful. All praises be to the King of Kings, to the Lord our God. He is wonderful. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. He is wonderful. I'm getting mud, and I know what it's coming about the lotus flower, how it begins. It starts off, it grows in murky waters. A lotus is sacred because of how it's transformed, and it grows from the mud into a beautiful blossom. Okay. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. He is wonderful. All praises be to the King of Kings, to the Lord our God. He is wonderful. Something about that's Genesis. Oh shit, that's Genesis. Genesis. Wait a minute. Mud, Genesis. Okay, let me look up Genesis. I'm getting Genesis. I'm supposed to be doing that. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. I'm looking for the word mud. Hold on. He just told me look in Genesis and mud. Let me see if I can do a quick find. In the book of Genesis, what does it reference mud? God forming man. Okay. Okay, Genesis 2:7. Thank you, Spirit. Thus the heavens and the earth were formed, finished, and all the host of them. And on the seventh day God ended his work which he had made. He rested on the seventh day for all his works which were made. I want to read all this. Okay. I'm going to read Genesis 2. Genesis 6. Hold on. Chapter 6 or verse 6? Chapter 6. Verse 6. And chapter 1. Chapter 2. But ye went up a mist. Hold on. So this is Genesis 2, verse 6. It says, but ye went up a mist from the earth, and watered the whole face of the ground. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostrils to breathe, the breath of life, and man became a living soul. That's not true. What I said about females, the way we are born into this earth, is the truth. So, I don't know why, but the Most High is pointing out Genesis 6 through... Why are these pages sticking together? Hold on. Alright. Genesis 6 through 7. That's not the way man and woman was created. And that's what I spoke about. Okay? Okay. This is the book of the generations of Adams. In the days that God created man, in the likeness of God made him. Male and female created he them. And to bless them, and called their names Adam in the day when they were created. And Adam lived in 130 years and begat the son. Okay, so I think he's trying to get me back to where I know. Hold on. God created man in his image. Genesis 1:27. Thank you. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. So who do we return? Wow. Oh shit. So who do we return? Where do we return? So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created he them. So they asked, where do we return? You return back to God by returning to yourselves. And God blessed them, and God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply, and plenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish and of the sea, and over the fowls of the air, and over everything that moveth upon the earth. That's what that lover's card is. God created man from woman, not man from woman from man. That's why it shows God, the woman looking up to God and not Adam. Because that's Adam and Eve and the lovers. Oh, excuse me, confirmation. And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was good. And everything, and the evening and the morning were the sixth day. And there it is, 6. He did not create man from no mud. Confirming what I said. Let me show y'all. Look. Ship God's money. So save up, pastors. Keep my gain. Y'all keeping his gain. I knocked that over, my bad. Keep my gain. And then he's talking about mud. And then Genesis 6. What they say? God created man in his own image, and in the image of God created he. And then hold on. I gotta get back to it. I lost the page. Hold on. Malachi. Yeah, in Malachi, what was it? 3:7. It says, "Return unto me, and I will return unto you, saith the Lord." See? Come on, focus. Return unto me, and I will return unto you, saith the Lord. Genesis. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he, him. Male and female created in he. So where do you return? Back into oneself. God blessed them, and that's why he said when they remember, he will open up the windows of heaven and bless them so much that they won't have room to receive. God blessed them, and God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply. Be fruitful. The woman bears the fruit. That's why the empress is always shown with the pomegranate. Fertility. Be fruitful and multiply. Multiplying means give birth. And replenish the earth. So you can't replenish the earth if you can't be fruitful to multiply. Back to confirming all the shit I've been telling y'all. But, it is what it is. And y'all can read it how y'all want to read it. Y'all can take it each word by verbatim, or you can let your spirit guide you through these words. You know what I'm saying? And see the truth in it. But when God said we robbing him, the storehouses is not the church. The storehouse is God's church. His church. Hello? Not your physical man-made church. That's why Jesus and Samson, all of them tried to destroy the temples. The church is the temple. No offense. But that's just the truth of the matter. So God said send him his money. Alright. Moving along. Moving along. Now, also this rising, I've been picking up a hell of a lot of projection. And I'm like, why they projecting on me? Why they projecting? Okay? There's a lot of projections going on. Alright? And these are cards I had set aside that came out when I asked the question, why am I feeling all these projections? Because I'm feeling people envy. I'm feeling a lot of jealousy. I'm feeling a lot of remorse and guilt. And I'm like, why are they projecting on me? Okay? So this is what came out. And I was actually made a song. I don't even forget how I did it though. But as I was okay. God is also approving a marriage or proposal, okay? I wasn't meaning to pull that card, but it came out. I'm going to take it. All right, so God is approving someone to propose to somebody. Okay, I'm hearing if you're okay. Our father's way, they would go to the father of the bride and ask for permission, right? So, Divine Feminine, if your father has passed away, is no longer in the living, and you are a firm believer in God, the Most High is telling you that whoever this masculine is that's also projecting has gone to him and asked for his permission. And I was picking up this sticky note where I had channeled a message from God. It was personal, but it said God approves. Okay? And stuck to that was this card propose shit. Propose. A promise, okay? Shit, I can't get my words out. I got a little message right here that said I ain't keeping it on there because I don't want it to stay stuck. It fell down and landed on this card, and I picked it up to put it back where I had it. But it says God approves, and that's the card that was stuck to it. All right? So if you are a divine masculine and you know your divine feminine father is no longer in the land of the living, you've gone to the Most High and asked his permission. Well, he's giving you permission. He said he approved, okay? But this is what came out earlier. When I said, and there it is again. Why they proposing? Shit. That's not what, somebody may feel like that, okay? But that's not what I meant to say, all right? There's some people that's mad, okay? Envious, jealous, because you about to get a ring on your finger if you say yes. Well, I got a feeling you gonna say yes because it say yes on this card, okay? But somebody wants your hand in marriage, sweetie. And there's some people that's mad about it. And they was trying to project because the energy I was getting, like, why you know? And they was really fucked up about whatever this is. All right? So we got exploitation. I'm hearing one of these energies is not a man, although it's showing 2 men and 1 woman. Okay? And then it could be. So take it how it resonates. It could be 2 men fighting over a woman. I don't know. But I got a feeling it's something else. But it says, others having power over you due to what they know. Suffering from exploitative labor practice. And then I just got through talking about that. People are jealous and envy because God, you've been paying money to the true storehouse. And God been taking care of your every need. Okay? And people are mad because they got to get out here and slave. Okay? They have to go out here and put in labor to live. And they mad. And then they wonder how you know all you know. Somebody trying to figure out, how do you know all you know? Well, God told you. You know? So, but your person, this person that wants to marry you, this is what they're saying. Give me a second, I'm finna tell you. If y'all hear somebody sleeping, that's my baby over here in my bed. I don't know why my children still like to come crawl in my bed and go to sleep. And they got their own bed. I'd be like, really? You still don't get no peace. Even when they teenagers and still come crawl in mommy's bed. Anyway, hey, how you doing? So this man that wants your hand in marriage, it says, I see how one of us held all the power, leaving the other feeling small and voiceless. That's these karmics, okay? They thought they had all the power. Now they see that you got all the power. You this shark energy. We need to reset this imbalance. So this masculine is like, shit, we need to reset this imbalance. So whatever imbalance these karmics cause, this masculine wants to reset it. Good about you. I'm good, sweetie. I'm good. Ooh, excuse me. Got the hiccups though, but I'm good. Hold on, y'all. I just got a nauseated feeling. All right. These karmics thought they was going to outdo you, outsmart you, outmaneuver you. But you really Jaws. I don't know why I'm thinking about the movie Jaws when I see this. Let me see, look. No. You the shark. Even your masculine, like, whoa. You know what I'm saying?
One of them men is your masculine. He's shocked because he's like, wow, he never, I feel like somebody didn't see something in you or never seen this side of you, and it's shocking him. Okay? I feel like your masculine is shocked at you and this side of you. Um, Others having power over you due to what they know. People thought they had power over you due to what they thought they knew about you, right? But realize that you got power over them because you know way more than they thought or knew. Suffering from exploitative labor and practices, you know? Alright, so clarifying that, we got fatal blow, the doctrine of mutually assured destruction, prevent conflict. So I kept getting the man in the middle. Your masculine is the man in the middle, okay? Possibly between two karmics or between you with the other two karmics. Thank you. All right, and they about to get delivered a shocking blow. Your masculine's finna. It's some conflict going on in your masculine's world, possibly based off something you done said or did. Okay, you maneuvered on them in a way that they didn't expect. They was caught off guard and surprised even. They tried to hoodwink you, but you got their ass. But you got them, right? Okay. So it says, irreversible damage in the sight of you was the irreversible damage. They will see what they did is irreversible. And you turn around and flip that shit on them, okay? Facing the conflict head on could have prevented total destruction. They could have avoided all this had they just left you alone, okay? But because of jealousy and envy and hate, and greed, this is what happened. They didn't listen. They underestimated you, okay? Even your person underestimated you to a certain extent, but I feel like even though seeing you like this, check all his boxes even more, okay? And that's another reason why they don't like you. Because you check all your person's boxes. Let's see. More like Megalodon energy. I ain't no little shark. I had to use tarot to solve the solution. Okay, the situation. Bust up in my room. Hello. The door's closed. That means knock. That means hug. You want a hug? Okay, I'll give you a hug. Oh, wait a minute. Don't pull me out of my seat. I love you. I love you too. Okay. You put all your hair in my eyeball. All right, be quiet. I'm live, okay? But sorry, y'all. That was my baby. Just bust up in here. I got one in the done took my bed and the other and just walk up in when they want to. But anyway, y'all here, listen. She calling them hogs. That's my twin. That's my mini me. I'm sorry, y'all. I done got distracted admiring my children. Anyway, I feel like you do this to this masculine too. He gets lost admiring you, okay? Thank you. Sending an energetic hug back to you, sweetheart. Love you too. But I feel like you do this to your masculine. Like I was just lost admiring my children. He admires you. You may make him feel youthful at heart. He admires your grit. Okay? Have y'all ever seen the movie True Grit? Okay? that little girl was able to do what she did, you know, and I feel like your masculine has watched your inner child grow so into something he didn't know you had, and it's checking another box. He's checking the boxes off. You know what I'm saying? He's checking off boxes, but he also knows that with walls closed in, removing the walls built by cultural differences. For some of y'all may have different spiritual beliefs. Seeing how I started this reading off with the biblical text, okay? You could have a Christian background, and your masculine may not, okay? Or take how I resonate. Or your masculine may be Christian or religious, and you're spiritual. Take it how I resonate. Or he may be an atheist and you're a believer. Take it how I resonate, all right? Whichever way your masculine rock and you rock, that's what the differences were here, okay? So that's probably why some people thought they knew more than you knew, okay? So, also we got some issues with sexual orientation. I want to clarify that because in this picture it shows a man and a woman want to have sexual relations, but there's a wall in between. You know, the passion is hot, it's heated between them, and I feel like your sacral chakra, like when you're in the presence of this masculine, because I'm seeing all this orange and this red. When you're in the energy of your masculine, your sacral is like, I mean, like neon orange bright. I mean, like super bright. Your sacral lights up. All right? You can't, yeah, the chemistry is like unmatched between y'all. So, if you've been wondering, because he's in this gray suit, so you may have been wondering, does he feel the same way? Yes, he do. I feel like your person has just been good at hiding it, okay? That's why I say he's checking all the boxes. You know, you check all the boxes for him with evolution criteria. He realized that people that he was dealing with treated the situation unfairly or made some unfair assessments about you, okay? Some people could have looked at you and judged you by your cover, but like I said, you got a whole nother side to you that your master ain't never seen, and it's just like, poop, check mark. He popped that check mark in that box real quick, like, that was the last one I needed. It's like that was all he needed to see. Your master could have been observing you, studying you, watching you, because a lot of people had a lot of shit to say about you. So I feel like this masculine stood back, watching you, observing you, and then when he finally, each time, in each category, he's been nothing but checking you off, okay? And it's like, damn. The more I sit back and watch Divine Feminine, the more I learn from Divine Feminine, the more I realize she is that one, okay? She is that one, the one that's, and it's, some people try to say you was all about the sex, okay? You all about sex, whatever. They had all kind of shit they was saying about you, Divine Feminine. I mean, they was tearing your ass up, all right? You was unholy in these people's in these people's mouths, okay? So just know that there was a lot of hearsay about you that was untrue. And if it was true, it was misunderstood. The context of it. These people gonna be choking on their words. I say that because something just flew down my throat. So if you hear me, ooh, I don't like that feeling. Hold on. I think I got it out, but it's the feeling. Okay, that's better. These people That might have been somebody throwing something at my throat chakra. That could be the danger. Danger. Somebody's throwing their hand, they tossing stones. They casting their stones. They need to throw them at themselves. Because there's nothing in my throat. Okay? But anyway, your masculine sees you in a different light. Our backgrounds may be worlds apart. See what I'm saying? Your backgrounds. Whatever background story he got on you ain't the story, ain't your current ground, okay? But our hearts remain aligned, breaking the walls that try to keep us apart. Even when the world sees walls, we find a way. See, the world is the people that's been, like I said, having your name in their mouth in an unholy ass way. That's unbecoming of who you are, okay? And then, like I said, if it's true, if any of the rumors is true, it was taken out of context and twisted, and you know what I'm saying? You know how people do. The truth can be spoken in one ear, and by the time that person translated, a word got taken away, and then the next person translated, another word done got taken away. By the end of the day, the rumor started out as the sky is blue. By the time you get down to the fifth person, the sky is green. You know. So that's what I'm feeling like what happened here. And by the time it reached your masculine ears, walls went up and like, hold up, you know. Let me observe her. Because that's not what I feel for her. That's not what I've experienced with her. So your masculine backed up to observe you. We find a way to stay united. Choose love over division. So your masculine is choosing love over division, okay? He don't want to stay divided from you, and he realized that other people help build this wall that's between y'all. So like I said, with the evolution check criteria, unfair assessments. People made some unfair assessments about you based off your looks. Rarely sees the full picture. Right. These people, and he realized that the world that he live in, they never see the full picture of things. And maybe he didn't either. Maybe he used to be quick to judge people. But he's learning to start really evaluating. He's been checking. He's been studying. Focus on shortcomings and miss out on potential. Like I said, your masculine is learning something. If this was his energy of the past, he missed out on. I feel like he's done this once before to somebody, but he couldn't get back. He couldn't go back, or he didn't go back, and he's seeing this cycle repeat itself with you, and he's like, "Wait a minute, I know what I feel. The last time this happened, I actually lost somebody. This time, I need to stop and do my own evaluation, okay? And trust what I'm feeling." And that's what your masculine's doing. I'm sorry I seem distant. Your masculine could be distant. Y'all may not have communication right now. But I need this time to complete my evaluation of what I say. He stepped He stepped back to evaluate you. To see you clearly with his own eyes. You don't even know your masculine's been watching you, observing you. And he likes what he sees. Because with contract, now this card, like I told y'all, this deck was created by Karma. And whoever this karmic was may have had a tumultuous marriage that was karmic, and that's why they have a warped viewpoint on marriage, okay? Your masculine could have even had this viewpoint, but I feel like not all marriages are toxic, not all marriages are karmic, okay? Because this connection I'm talking about is the one that the Most High has been orchestrating and putting together. Somebody that you're evenly yoked with. So I don't think it would be karmic. Will you learn lessons? Life is a lesson. So every day you wake up and breathe, you're learning a lesson. That each day. And if you're not learning, if you're not teachable, then you're a waste of time. You see? So every day, every experience, everything you encounter is a lesson. It's just, are you studying? You feel me? Are you paying attention? Are you learning? Can you see where the lessons are being taught? So in life, if it's a lesson, hey baby, you off work already? You okay? You have a good day? Okay.
Easy day.
All right. You didn't get too wet, did you?
Huh?
You didn't get too wet, did you? Okay. All right. You good?
Huh?
You sure you good?
Yeah.
Okay. Love you.
Okay.
All right. Hey, is Pig Pig up? Tell Pig Pig come here. Matter of fact, can you do it
Huh?
right here behind you? Uh-uh. Yeah, can you hook me up?
In a little bit, yeah.
Okay, thank you. All right, y'all, I'm back. Whatever your master has learned and observed off of you, he loves it, okay? Because your master wants your hand in marriage. You know? He wants your hand in marriage. And if he had any kind of warped viewpoints on marriage, maybe he was in a toxic marriage. And maybe he feared that. You know what I'm saying? He could have, for some of y'all, I did a reading with a cliffhanger. So I feel like your masculine been wanting to marry you for a very long time, but he paused himself from taking this action or this step. Hold on, wait a minute. Fiery colors. They don't like when I speak truth. Don't nobody like the truth. Don't nobody like the truth. But, and that's crazy, yo. I respect it. You know, I love the truth. Don't come to me with no lies. I can't stand a liar. Ooh, that drives me crazy. And then it's crazy because now people know who I am. They know I'm like a human lie detector. So why would you come to me and lie to me? And I just sit there and look at them like, okay, all right. I'm going to let you tell your fantastical story. But I don't believe shit you just said. You know? And then I catch them up because I'll be like, okay, well, let me see this and let me see that. You know, act like I'm interested. Only to find out they can't prove what they saying because they knew they were lying. No. I don't respect liars. A liar will rob the shit out of you. Or have you robbed. But your masculine, if they were supposed to if they thought about proposing to you in the past, they ran from it. Okay, now they coming back around, and that's the surprise. That's the new unexpected event that's coming around. All right. So I feel like in the past, if your masculine had any warped viewpoints, this could have been his energy. Deep karmic bonds bring responsibilities and life lessons. Relationships strain caused by codependency and conflict. So if he came from a toxic ass marriage, he could have carried that viewpoint about marriage, which is another reason why he ran. But all along he saw you as marriage material. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this masculine's like, damn, she's not like the other one. That could be this checklist. He could have been comparing you to someone he may have been married to in the past. Okay? and he realized that you check off all the good side, okay, out of his pros and cons list. You're more of the pros than the cons, and I think that's why he loves it, because he has experienced nothing but truth and honesty from you. You are authentically yourself. You don't sugarcoat shit. You don't hide behind no mask. It is what it is. But I do feel like you hide behind a mask when it comes to openly expressing how you feel with your masculine. You hold back some, and I feel like the reason why you hold back because you've been could be picking up on his unsure energy about you, and that's due to rumors and hearsay. So not all marriages are karmics. No. A marriage is not intended to be a karmic contract. Okay. Now, if you say karmic contract as far as karmic bonds where it's good karma, okay. But if you're saying well it's gonna be toxic in nature, then I don't agree with that because not all marriages are meant to be toxic or are toxic. Some marriages are very healthy, you know, especially those who honor their vows, their respect for one another, the truth in one another, the transparency of one another. Those marriages thrive. Those marriages, and the understanding of another. That we don't, even though we're married, we're agreeing to walk together. We're agreeing to live our lives together. But that don't mean that we become codependent. We become interdependent, where we're two independent beings coming together to build a life together. You know? So it's all about how you look at it, your perception of it. Even with this distance, I know we are never truly apart. Our bond is stronger than any obstacle. I'll cross any boundaries to reach you. So your masculine, if he fell back because of interference, okay? Because that cliffhanger reading is coming back to me. It's the one where I was drinking coffee, and when I spilled it a little bit, and when I lifted it up, it looked like a diamond ring. So that's the picture on it. Go back. I'm being referenced to that reading. Matter of fact, let me see if I can pull it up, and then tell y'all the exact name of it. I'm seeing the thumbnail. It relates to this reading right now. There we go. Oh, excuse me, y'all. It's raining, and it just says sleep and rest and cuddle. This is my cuddle weather. So if I sound a little draggy and off, it's because this weather I'm feeling the energy of the day is so calm and peace and relaxed, and that's what I do on rainy days. I'm in my bed, I'm snuggled under my blankets, I'm either watching me a movie, you know, sipping on my favorite drink and or my tea, and just at peace on a rainy day. And that's what I really want to be doing right now. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I would rather be over here with my daughter, cuddled with her, chilling, watching a movie, even though she's asleep. So, but the Most High told me to go live, so I'm being obedient, doing what He asked me to do. Where that daggum reading at? I got a lot of readings out here. Shoot. Ooh. My nose is itching. Somebody finna get some company. Hold on, y'all. I'm looking for this reading for y'all. I'm not in no hurry though, either. So, then too, I think I'm channeling my daughter's sleepy energy, which in turn is making me sleepy. No, that's too far. I went too far past it. Hold on. Amazing King. There we go. It's called Cliffhanger. Will she say yes or no? That's the name of it. Cliffhanger. Will she say yes or no? I don't know why I just heard hit play. AKA Sunfire. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I hope y'all are doing well. I noticed I did something yesterday in the gym. Can y'all hear that? I don't know why I did it, but I did it. So I'm gonna make the correction. Okay. Yesterday was the 3rd, not the 4th. I was recording on the 3rd. Okay. Today is the 4th. So yesterday's numerology number would have been 9, not 10. So I'm adding 9 to today's reading. Somehow or another, Gemini and Sagittarius coincide, okay? So I'm going to give you my notes. The 9th house, Sagittarius is the 9th house. Thoughts before action, okay? I've been getting all kind of energy today. Energy of procrastination, energy of wanting to do something but not wanting to do it, scared to do it, fear, cold feet energy, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. And if you look at that thumbnail, I was drinking my coffee this morning as I was preparing for this reading, and the table shook, and when I lifted the cup up, I saw a ring. So, well, y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all think that look like a ring? It look like a ring to me. But anyway, I got some good energy today off this reading and some bad energy and some emotional energy, okay? So, I've been going through it. It was so much I had to take a nap, okay? After I finished channeling for this reading, I had to take a nap. I had to rest, okay? I started channeling for this reading at 11:52 a.m., okay? So, sadness and emotional outbursts is some things you need to be aware of, Sagittarius. Also, I started the Gemini reading at 11:58 a.m. That reading was 19 minutes and 35 minutes. Okay? And the number 9 is the equation here. Okay? 9 is relevant. You may be seeing 9 somewhere. Peace and blessings. You may be seeing the number 9 a lot. Alright, so I'm going to give you the angel number for 935. You can focus your mind on creating positive changes towards a more balanced life through manifesting through this process. You can bring everything or bring something into reality through your thoughts and actions. So, again, the 9th house is about thoughts before action. So somebody's thinking hard about doing something, okay? Also, for the time I started this reading, I looked up the angel number. It is a powerful reminder that you have the ability to balance and harmony, to bring balance and harmony into your relationships by refocusing on yourself, and a reminder that you are on the right path and that your guardian angels and guides are supporting you every step of the way to new beginnings and fresh starts. Living your personal truth is also associated with love and romance, particularly when it comes to finding your true twin flame. It encourages both partners to trust in the power of their connection and have faith that they are meant to be together. Numerology 9. Okay? Number 9 is magnetic, charming, skillful, confident, influential, and creates amazing feats of accomplishments, good fortune, and prosperity. Okay, so that's all your That's all I channel for you, this reading, Sagittarius. Alright, I got these two cards yesterday now. Okay, so that reading is actually Sagittarius. You are the prototype, but on the the thumbnail it says, "Will she say yes or no?" Cliffhanger. Okay, so that's the reading I'm talking about. So this person could be a Sagittarius actually that's been wanting to propose to you, but they've been sitting back studying you and watching you. Because of all the shit that was said about you. This person's hoping you say yes, even though they was hoping you would say yes. I feel like they got cold feet and backed out of what they was choosing to do. But we got escape here. It says escape. Doubt weighs heavy and the leap forward seems too far. Crushed by the burden of reality, seeking solace in the thought of vanishing. So your masculine could have ghosted you, and they doubted you would have said yes. Okay? And that's why I go look at that reading though. It says, if you are feeling overwhelmed or trapped, I feel it too. When you are escaping to find peace. I'm doing the same. Our bond is strong and sometimes difficult to understand. So your masculine, he got scared. Okay? He stopped himself. That's the cliffhanger. That's the cliffhanger. He stopped himself in the past from proposing to you. He got a yes. Okay? So the news is, with the news, you're about to get an urgent message. Breaking news of unexpected disputes, a rise in tension, engaged in constant battle, or facing relentless opposition. Your masculine's gonna tell you about something, okay? Then it says, I want to face this together. So your masculine's coming, okay? It says, I want to face this together. I want to hold your hand in the midst of chaos and calm. So, newsflash, your masculine could have ran because of this danger, okay? He stopped himself from coming towards you. He postponed whatever he was going to do. And now he realized he don't care about the chaos. He just want to be calm with you. I want to walk through the storm with you and never let go. I need to release my fears and fully support you. So your masculine ran out of fear. So he's coming back again. This proposal is coming back around. It's here twice. Okay? So you're going to get this proposal. And I feel like that is his answer. All right? Alright, so I'm finna you're finna get surprised. He got some gifts for you too. It says unexpected surprise. Surprise that sparks introspection and leads to emotional breakthroughs. Unseen moments of joy that challenges your perception of what truly matters. Unexpected joys reveal hidden depths and profound connection. Surprise. Your master's going to surprise you with this proposal. He's going to propose to you and he's got another surprise for you. You may have been feeling down, but this surprise will remind you of our special connection. Wake up and enjoy the moment. Okay? So you're finna get another. He's got two surprises for you. You're finna get a ring and there's something else. Okay? I don't know what that surprise is. Alright? And then I feel like this is about the book. Because the Most High can present itself as an owl. It says guidance from above. Willingness to be open to the connection brings graceful understanding and enhance your presence. Clarity arrives when you allow yourself to be receptive. This is back to what I was saying about whether we return to ourselves. Okay? The Most High is talking. Come on. I let fictional tales behind my reality, allowing them to dictate my emotions. I now realize the stories I consume were meant to guide, not control. So some of these stories in the good book was meant to guide, not to control. And these teachings that is happening is teaching control, confirming what everybody's been saying about the church, man. So y'all take that shit how y'all want to resonate, how you want to resonate with it. But with 32, that's equivalent to 5. What does the number 5 represent? Freedom, change, and adventure. In numerology, as well as humanity, the 5 cents and 5 points of a pentagram in the Bible, it symbolizes God, grace, and favor, while in Islam it signifies 5 pillars of faith. It can be represented balance, as seen as a 5th element in any tradition, and the center point that connects the 4 cardinal directions: north, south, east, or west. Freedom and adventure, 5 strong associated with the change, a spirit of adventure, and the desire to explore. For humanity, it represents the human condition, including the 5 senses: sight, smell, hearing, taste, touch, returning to oneself. The 5 fingers and touch, change and transformation. Seeing the number 5 repeatedly can be a sign from angels or the universe that signifies regarding changes are coming. In religious culture, Christianity, 5 represents God's grace, kindness, and favor. It also seems in the 5 books of the Torah, Old Testament, and the 5 wounds of Christ. Islam, the number 5 is significant due to the 5 pillars of Islam and the foundational acts of worship and faith. Jerusalem, the 5 books of Moses, the Torah, are central to Jewish beliefs. This number also symbolizes salvation and rescue. Hinduism, it represents the 5 basic elements of the universe: air, fire, water, space. And is a sacred number. 5-pointed star or pentagram is a powerful symbol for neo-pagan tradition, representing the 5 elements of earth: air, fire, water, and spirit. 5 is seen as an unifying force, connecting the cardinal directions or seasons with the divine, or the 5 elements with various systems. The number 5 is the root of the golden ratio, found in nature and old Islamic art and architect. Yeah. Alright, so take all that high resonate, folks. Just know that whatever marriage proposal is coming, you got 2 marriage proposals out here. The Most High is confirming that man was not created from no mud. He was created from a woman's womb, from your daddy's seed. And that well, we're not supposed to be paying. So those that dispute about paying tithes to the church, you're not supposed to be paying it to the church. You're supposed to be sending it up to the Most High. How do you do that? Burning ancestral money. How do you return to God? By returning to self. Go within, meditate, focus on your own energy, learning thyself, knowing thyself. Return home to self. Allowing God in to guide you, to hear you, pay attention to your intuition. That's how you return to God. Okay? So, I don't know who needs that. Alright? So, there y'all have it. Oh, shit. I was gonna go, but some cards flew out. Hit the floor. Let me peek at them before I go. Happy ending. Okay. So somebody could be this, whoever this masculine is with digital whispers. Connection feels real but lacks depth and depth, not depth. And craving physical touch. This person's craving to be in your presence. They want to touch you. Embracing each other's digitally. So you may get a phone call from your person. All right, just know that whenever this person do reach out, all they thinking about is kissing you. Kissing you is all that I've been dreaming of. They dreaming of kissing you. Kissing you is ooh. So, you know, some of y'all don't believe in happy endings. You're going to have a happy ending, okay? You could be like, yeah, I believe it when I see it. So with happy endings, feel skeptical. All right, what I just say? Feel skeptical of happy endings and distrust fairy tale promises. Believe reality is far from the fairy tale and feels disillusioned. Questions the promise that seems too perfect. Your masculine's coming to prove you wrong. Okay, if you've given up on this type of energy, your masculine's coming to prove you wrong. You wanted a fairy tale, but life has shown its imperfection, and our relationship isn't the perfect story, but it's real. So y'all have this fairy tale love, even though it wasn't perfect. Your masculine wants you to know it's real. For some of y'all, you don't realize your masculine see you as his lifesaver. You are not alone in this storm. As you grasp for air, salvation appears and a breath away from safety. You could actually be in danger. Your masculine coming to rescue you and take you to safety. I feel your presence in the abyss. Our connection's deep despite the distance. I reach out and save you, but you choose to the depths. Perhaps you were never meant to resurface with me. This is your energy. No, this is somebody else. You got somebody else that is living in a fairy tale that think that they supposed to, you know, be with you. But you don't feel that, and I feel like you got good reasons not to feel that. So there's somebody else, yeah, that's watching you with peeping. Maintain a facade and guard your privacy with grace. Keeping secrets might protect you for a while, but they won't last. So there could be a woman that feels this way about you. What the hell? You may have a woman that feels this way about you. Okay? I'm gonna leave it on that note. No, what? No, I got told I can't. Hold on. I'm ready to go. I know. I'm gonna be patient. If I can get this deck out of here. There we go. Got it. I don't know why I'm picking up on feminine energy that feels romantic feelings for you. That's why we got to talking about being being fruitful and multiply. There's a feminine energy. Yeah, you empowering some feminine energy, but you don't feel that way. Somebody got some type of disillusion. Some feminine energy got some. Okay, so divine feminine, you got a female fan. Yeah, that's the truth. You have a female friend that's like a fan that think they're your friend. They may have created some type of fucking relationship in their mind with you, with cherish your relationship. You may have some female approach you. Okay? And you're gonna have to just tell this person the truth. Alright? Because I feel like you might see that something's wrong with this person's mental. And you don't want to, yeah, something's wrong. Your soul is preparing to reconnect, trust the process. Yeah, this person, something wrong with them. That's the truth. Something's wrong with them, and you're gonna have to just tell them the truth. Okay? I don't know what it's called. There's a name for it. Whoever this is has created a relationship with you in their head. They ain't never. I feel like it's a secret admirer energy. I don't think they ever had a relationship with you. But in their mind, they have one with you. Synchronicities, yes. The divine soul counterpart relationship is blessed with, they think they're your twin flame. What the fuck? That's the truth. Oh shit. You got a feminine energy, divine feminine, that thinks that she's your twin flame. She's created some type of delusional ass relationship in her head that you're her perfect match. But baby, you're going to have to set this energy straight. What in the hell? Hold on, y'all. I need a cigarette on that note. This energy is going to stress you out. Okay? Because I got a feeling whoever this disillusioned person is, they ain't going to give up so easy. Because this is somebody that feel like you're supposed to. That's the one living in a fairy tale. Okay, they have some type of fairy tale in their mind about you and them. Somebody, I'm seeing the high priestess, been fantasizing about a relationship with you. Lord have mercy. I don't think you know who this is, though. I don't think you know this person. All right, Spirit. Lord have mercy. So yeah, somebody's in love with you. You have a female energy that's in love with you, and you're being asked to show this person some compassion. Something's not mentally right with this person, okay? Maybe that's why you're being asked to show this person some compassion. That could also be the danger. It says, as you pray each day for greater compassion, a new self is born, drawing new people and experiences. Dear Lord, help me feel ever deepening self-acceptance. May I see myself as you see me. So what I say, with health, something's wrong with this person's health. Okay? But they feel like you are their counterpart. Alright? There is a woman that wants divine feminine and thinks divine feminine is her twin flame. As I say that, I started feeling some type of pressure on my right temple. Like something's pressed up against it. They could be very unstable, which is why they're saying you're going to have to treat this situation with compassion. Okay? I don't like that. Okay? What I mean when I say I don't like that. I don't like that people create these illusions and then get so wrapped up in these lies that they've told themselves, and now you're responsible for them because they can't see the truth. So yeah, I don't like that because that puts you in danger because of somebody else's disassociation with reality. What else, Spirit? This person is going to confess to you how they feel. And they probably already confessed and you ignored it because we got honor in reverse. Yeah. Somebody has already confessed how they feel about you. It's a woman. Divine feminine. Hey y'all, I am live. They're going to confess to you how they feel. This person's planning on approaching you, okay? This person may be masculine, look masculine, but they're actually a woman. You can tell they're a woman. Maybe they work on their physical body, I don't know. But something mentally is wrong with them because they think you're their twin flame, but you're not. Okay? And they've already confessed to you something about honor, contentment. You can learn to rest in what you already have and already are. Suddenly, you remember, I'm right here resting in God. So, I feel like God got you on this situation. Yeah, this somebody, whoever this female energy is, they don't want to see you with nobody else. I don't know who this woman is. It's a woman, a secret admirer. She's spying on you, okay? And also with GPS, she may pop up on you when you least expect it. And this may piss you off, okay? Because I don't think you know this woman. Yeah, you're going to pass on this offer, which you should, but you got to do it with some compassion, okay? You got to let this person down easy. Is what I'm hearing. Because this is somebody, if I can't have you, won't nobody have you type energy, okay? They are asphyxiated. Confirmation. Double confirmation. They are asphyxiated on you, okay? I don't know who this woman is, but I'm picking up on her energy. She could have some type of nervous tick, you know? She manages it. But she believes she's your twin flame. Okay? And I'm sorry, but that's not the case. Here, okay? So, Divine Family, you have a fan who is obsessed with you and want to marry you. Okay? And they feel like you are that one. But you are not that one, because I don't feel that you are gay or bi. That's why Spirit is saying have some compassion. And this person deep down knows it, and they scared because they's like, damn, what if they turn me down? What if they reject me? You know what I'm saying? This person's scared of you rejecting. They already know you may reject them. Okay? And they're scared, so you need to be cautious. Whoever this female energy is that is think they're your twin flame. And I ain't talking about feminine aspect or male aspect. I'm talking about a woman that was born a woman who may be butch, okay? And believe that you're her twin flame. Alright. I thought we was done with this reading. Yeah, clarity. The Spirit is giving you clarity on this situation so you know how to handle it. That's why we're continuing. Yeah. If you handle this with compassion, this woman won't give you any challenges, okay? But if she feels judged in any way by you, she will cause some problems, okay? Because she's not mentally stable, okay? For some reason, she's infatuated with you. Let me trust my deepest instinct in all ways, especially when matters are unclear. May my own holy intuition always guide me my way. So your intuition gonna pick up on this instability in this person. Trust it, okay? And choose to go out on a high note and not on a low note with this person, because I feel like this person may be a bit aggressive in their nature. You know how men I was gonna say haggle with women. They think you fine, okay? I don't know who this woman is, but she thinks you're fine as wine, and she's gonna be very persistent, okay? And she thinks you're her person. She's developed some type of feelings for you in her head. You don't know this person, okay? You don't know this person, right? If they have messaged you, you may have got an odd message from this person and you ignored it. What they'll be back, they're gonna plan on messaging you again. Expect to hear from them soon. This person's gonna reach back out to you, okay? And this person has some abandonment issues. Okay, that's why Spirit is telling you, to handle this situation with care. Because this person has some abandonment issues that they need to heal. And it's time for them to forgive those abandonment issues. Okay? You're not to blame for this. But they're going to feel abandoned by you if you... that may be how they got abandoned. When they came out the closet, you know what I'm saying, about their sexual orientation. Because they did come out. When they came out the closet about their sexual orientation, it was not perceived well by others. And people that they cared about may have abandoned them. And now they still hold some type of resentment towards those people. and they've never healed these abandonment wounds. And that's why Spirit is telling you to be cautious with how you deal with this energy. All right, this female that thinks you're a twin flame, and she's not. Okay. Oh Lord. All right, what else, Spirit? Full moon in Leo. She could be a Leo. The lion's roar. Embrace your inner lion and express yourself with confidence and courage, using the full moon's illumination to showcase your talents. Okay, this could be a Leo that thinks she's your twin flame, that's created some type of false ass relationship in her head with you. This person is mentally unstable. I'm being told to repeat it. This person is mentally unstable. This person also has some type of disassociation with self. Okay, and they suffer from abandonment issues. So that's why Spirit is giving you clarity to learn how to. This person may talk this way too. I don't know why I started talking like this, but this person may be a smooth talker. Okay. And I feel like this person may have been able to change straight women over. Okay, they may be... whoever this person is, she may be very attractive. She's gonna try. She tries to keep up. Okay, she's trying. She keeps up with you. You have to be careful with this energy, Divine Feminine. Alright, you know who your twin flame is. But this is somebody that has kind of like checked out with reality. They're obsessed with you. This feminine energy is obsessed with you. Again, it may be a Virgo. I mean a Leo. It could be a Virgo. Or she could have a Leo Virgo cusp or some shit like that. Or you could be a Virgo, because I did say that. Or you could have Virgo strong in your chart. I don't know why I said Virgo, I meant Leo. Yeah, heal the attachment wound. This person needs to heal the attachment wound. Your worth is not tied to being needed. Let go and prove your value. Just be. Yeah. This person may even try to attack your worth. Let that shit go and just let it be. Sometimes less is more, Divine Feminine. And that may not work in your favor, okay? Yeah. As soon as I said that less is more, that may not work in your favor. At the bottom of the deck, we got judgment and criticism. Judgment and criticism. Let go of judgment. Judging others only keep you stuck in the past. Embrace compassion and release judgment. This person, you may be blunt. I don't think you're right, because you're restoring mind, body, and spirit. You're not. You're somebody that's a true speaker. Okay? You're with the truth, about the truth. You speak the truth. And it may not come across to this person as with compassion because of how you speak. So, Spirit is saying this person is going to feel judged by you, okay? With truth, when everything is done as an offering, even the act of speaking, you get shown when to talk and when to be silent. Your words come from silence, not fear. You do not You do the talking, dear Lord. Take over and speak through me. So if you tapped into the Most High, I feel like let him do the speaking, all right? Let him do the speaking in this situation. You be quiet. Let him give this person the compassion that they need. That's why they said trust your intuition. Because at the bottom, restoring mind, body, and spirit, true healing happens when you align mind, body, and spirit. Reconnect to your essence. What I say, where do we return to ourselves? So, Divine Feminine, when you are approached by this individual who is of the same sex that honor women over men, they're gonna approach you again. Okay? And they think you are their twin flame. But you are not. So the Most High is saying, when this person approaches you again, allow him to do the speaking. Okay? You're over in this restored mind, heart, body, and spirit. You're not in this energy of judgment and criticism, but it's just the way your outwardly appearance is, the way you come across, the way you speak. Okay? So be mindful of that. Release suppressed emotions. This person, what I say, this person's been holding on to some feelings and emotions from being abandoned by others who judged them when they came out the closet. Let the feelings you buried rise without shame. Cry, scream, breathe. Freedom begins where expression flows. So let the Most High, okay? The Most High, look. This Most High's, the potter wants to put this person back together again. That's what I'm hearing. So the Most High said, be quiet, Divine Feminine, when this happened, and let him speak, okay? And this person may become emotional. He's going to flip the script on them, okay? If you allow God to speak through you. If you allow God to speak through you, you're going to be able to diffuse this situation, okay? With accept imperfections. Because it's not that you judge this person, you know? Whatever their preference is, that's their preference. But a lot of people misjudge you, okay? Some people feel like you're not intact with your emotions, but you truly are. You know what I'm saying? And this person may make you feel uncomfortable, okay? And that's probably why you may come across bluntly with the truth. So the Most High said, let him do the talking. All right? Accept imperfections. Perfection doesn't exist. Embrace your flaws and those of others. They are the key to growth. So the Most High is going to help this person see that you're just helping them grow. Okay? Not you trying to discriminate against them or whatever, or criticize them. All right? And that's how you may come across as judgmental and criticism, like we criticize others. But that's not your intention. That's how you're perceived. Okay? And that's not your fault. You know, because some people listen with their emotions and not with their minds. And some people's minds are not spiritually awakened like yours. Therefore, they may not perceive your guidance in the way that you're delivering. I mean, in the way that you intended. All right. And this person is not, because they are already butthurt. All right, this person's already butthurt. Yeah. This person you may not know. This person with honeymoon reverse as airplane. This person could live in the same city or live very close to you or possibly know where you live. Increase your frequency, higher conscious awareness. Yeah. You're going to be when you encounter this person, you have the ability to increase people's conscious awareness, okay? And I feel like this person it's like you're gonna mean the best of everything you say. But somebody that's mentally unstable and emotionally immature may not be able to take what you're saying. And that's why the Most High is saying, let him speak through you. Because he knows what his person gets triggered at better than you do. Although you're good at what you do, don't let me take that from you. But the Most High said he can do it better. Okay? The Most High said he can do it better. All right? All right, y'all. Now, I think we're done. That was the warning for Divine Feminine, that there is a feminine energy who is lesbian that thinks you're her twin flame. And she may have reached out to you. You may have been silent and did not respond. They're going to reach back out to you again. And this time the Most High say, let him respond. Because had you respond, they would have felt judged by you and possibly tried to harm you or attack you. Okay? So the Most High said, let him speak through you so that he can diffuse the situation for you. Got it? All right. I hope that makes sense. All right, y'all. I'm getting up out of here. I'm sending y'all out with peace, love, and light. Those of you who like the content that I'm putting out, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, join the family. Ain't nothing but truth and love over here, and bluntness. Okay. I'm blunt as fuck, y'all. I'm honest to a fault, you know, and I'm blunt as fuck. So it takes a special kind of breed to tolerate me. No, I ain't gonna say tolerate me. To enjoy me, you know. I'm not for everybody, and I know that, and that's okay. But I mean well in everything that I do, everything I create, everything that I put out here. I mean well. Even if I'm cussing your ass out, I mean well. I ain't cussing you out for no reason. I'm cussing you out because, hey, I think you could do better. You know? I think you could do better. I think that some of the things that some of these karmics do it's like stupid. Like, where the fuck were their parents at? Did they not get taught that this was wrong? You know? Or did they get taught that this was wrong and said fuck it when they got grown type shit? You know? That's the thing I be on, you know? I done told y'all before, I ain't your mama, but I'm a mother, okay? And I will cuss your ass out. Like a mother will cuss her child out when the child ain't listening, okay? Or when the child doing some stupidity. I'm not one of them kumbaya mothers. Never have been, never will be. Okay? I'm one of the grandmamas that sit on the porch that will whoop the child's ass and take them home to their mamas. That's how I am, okay? So, with that being said, when you come to this channel, just know that everything I do out of love. I'm just, you know, how the Most High put it, I'm a hard shell with a soft center. Okay? That's what the Most High say. I'm a hard shell with a soft center. So, you know, it's my outer exterior. Excuse me. My outer exterior. This rain got me ready to just go relax, y'all. My outer exterior is way more softer than it appears, okay? So, I'm really a big cuddly bear. I like to laugh and cut up and play, but I don't bullshit, okay? And I don't take bullshit. And then when I read bullshit, I call it out. All right? I'll call it out. And that's just who I am. So, like I say, I do everything in love. Even if you don't think it's love, okay? I'm always misunderstood, but that's okay. One day it's gonna hit you. You be like, dang, that made sense. You know, that's how I look at it. One day, whatever I said that you was mad at, you gonna look at it in hindsight and be like, damn. You know. So that's how I look at it. But I'm not God, so I don't deliver the same mercies God give. I will deliver God's love. But I have God love for everyone. But even these dumbass karmics, I have a God. That's why it pisses me off, because it's like, why would you do that? Why would you ruin yourself like that? You know. So I go hard on folks. Because nobody went hard on me. When I was out there fucking up, nobody gave a fuck. So I just ran amok. Till I learned to, God started whooping my ass spiritually. He's like, get your butt out from over there. So I'm like, okay. I started paying attention to the signs a long time ago. Although I didn't know what the hell I was doing then. But I did. And I learned I was not walking alone, ever. That I was always being guided and taught. So sometimes we can get lost and lose our way and start behaving out of hurt and pain and the things that bind us. And then before it's too late, sometimes God will send you a lifeline trying to save you. But if you're not ready to hear God and listen to God, you might miss that lifeline, or you may reject it. I was not one that rejected it. I accepted it, and I got in the boat. So a lot of us don't get in the boat. A lot of us keep trying to do it on our own. But one thing I do know, God ain't brought me this far to leave me. So when I got in that boat, I knew he was taking me somewhere. Where I don't know. I still don't know my final destination. I just know that I'm having an experience on the way. And through that experience, I hope that my words help somebody make a difference in their life. All right? I love you all. Y'all stay prayed up, stay blessed, stay out these streets. And if you got the opportunity to walk away from a situation, walk away. There's no need to lose your life over petty arguments or hearsay. If you feel something's off, turn around and walk away. I don't know why I'm being guided. Somebody is going to walk themselves into a situation that they can walk themselves out of before it gets started. All right? So, there you go. And if that resonates with you, especially if you're out here in these streets, okay? You're going to get a feeling that something's off, and you're going to be, that's God telling you, pay attention. Trust it. Don't ignore it and keep going because you're big, bad, and brave. Some things will take you out if you're not listening. So if you get them type of nudges, those type of feelings, gut feelings, trust it and lean on it. And know that God is the one guiding you through the dangers that was set up for you. Okay? There's too many young men out here losing their lives over pettiness. Over pettiness. And even though you think, God ain't here for you, every time you get those nudges, those intuitive feelings that tell you you shouldn't be doing it, you need to start listening to that, because that's God. All right? I love y'all. Again, I'm finna go lay down and enjoy this rainy day. I love rainy days. Last night that lightning was so fucking beautiful. I just sat here and looked at it. I was praying it didn't come my way, but at the same time, I kept hearing my grandmama in the background. Girl, get off that phone. It's lightning. Get away from the window. But no, I want to watch this storm. So, I sat and I watched the storm. It was so peaceful and beautiful. I love rainstorms. But I love a good rainstorm. I do. But yeah. All right, y'all. I'm gonna quit rambling and get on up off here. If y'all ever got any questions, just hit me in the comments. Let me know. And I will respond. Um, but keep doing the work on yourselves. Okay. Love y'all.